what raises our frequencies, what lowers our frequencies. It's been really fun to research. So first of all, just what is a frequency? Definition. All matter is made up of atoms, including people, our car, tables. There's space between the atoms, and that space allows for movement and vibrations. If you heat up a cup of water, it boils. The electrons in the atoms produce a higher vibration and become excited in response to the heat. When you freeze water, this cold energy slows down the vibrations of the atomic structure so that the water becomes solid. All things produce energy, and this energy has frequency that can be measured in megahertz. So just some examples here. Go straight to where it says in the middle, the processed or canned food is at 0 megahertz. So think about that you can't add any, can't raise our frequency from processed junk food, canned food. Fresh produce runs around 5 to 10 megahertz. I've even seen some higher if it's organic rather than conventional. Dry herbs, 12 to 22 megahertz. Fresh herbs, 20 to 27. A healthy person is right around between 62 to 68 megahertz. And cold symptoms start manifesting at 58 megahertz. Flu begins about 57. Cancer, around 42, and the process of dying, 25 or lower. And then if you just drop down, you'll see some of the essential oils. So the highest one is rose, 320, helichrysum, 181, ravensara, 134, and then you can see lavender, blue tansy, German chamomile, and I want to mention Melissa. We'll talk about Melissa a little bit later. So the more life-giving, the more frequency we can be adding to the day and the diet, you're taxing the rest of your body less. You know, think about some of the high cost of different things. The Lord said, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. So wisdom and the things in that we choose to add to our bodies. So in some experiments, negative thoughts were shown to lower a person's frequency by 12 megahertz. And can't you just feel it too? Like when you start getting into a place of fear, or you hear it starting to tempt you to go, it's just this spiral. You can feel your whole body like just wants to spiral down instead of up. Versus positive thoughts, the raised frequency was measured to be raised by 10 megahertz. And then prayer increased frequency by 15 megahertz. So that made me think as well about when you pray over your food or your essential oils, you know, just committing these things to the Lord. Jesus even thanked the Lord for his food right before multiplying it, right? So, and then we know in the 1990s, Dr. Masaru Emoto conducted studies on words and their effects on water. And think about this as you think about, we are 60% or more in our bodies water. So words like thank you and love and appreciation did these beautiful, crystalline, organized crystals turn the water into these things, versus the negative words, like I don't even want to say it, but you know, the you make me sick one in the middle, look what it does to the water. So think about how that affects the people. So we want to give the life-giving words to each other. And then look at prayer at the bottom. The water molecules before prayer, just like this glob, versus the water molecules after prayer are like, again, this beautiful crystalline like snowflake.
For the full class, see the description for the links.